Good morning, class. Okay, last week, the topic that I have given to you is all about music. So for this week, we will be discuss about the arts. Okay, Unit 1, Luzon, Arts and Craft. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so what is art? Art stands for many things. Anything that conveys ideas, feelings, and experiences is art. Art is everywhere. It abounds in the community where you live. Okay. Our culture is recognizable from other neighboring countries from Asia. Through migrations, countries from the different part of the world have come in the Philippines. They had left a cultural mark on which have passed from them to the current generation. Okay, now let's proceed to the elements of arts, which is line. So what do you mean by line? A line is a path created by a moving point. Lines have different characteristics. It can vary in quality and directions. They may be short or long, fine or thick, wavy or jagged. Now, there are two kinds of lines according to directions, straight and curved. Okay, so what do you mean by straight lines? Straight lines imply strength and power. There are four kinds of straight lines. First, the horizontal line. Second, vertical line. Third, diagonal line. And the last one is the jagged or the zigzag line. Now let's proceed to the curved lines. So what do you mean by curved lines? Okay, so curved lines are results of a gradual change of directions. There are four kinds of curved lines. Scroll or S-line, spiral, concave, and last is the convex lines. Okay, so here, so from the left side, so there are four kinds of straight lines. So as you can see, first is the horizontal line, so which is the horizontal. Then the second is the vertical line. So the third one is the diagonal line, and the last one is the zigzag line. So here from the right side, so this is the example of the curved line. So first is the spiral line, second is the scroll line or ace line, then concave line, then convex line. Okay, so lesson 1 of arts is all about arts from the highlands and lowlands of Luzon. Okay, a country's past dictates its tradition and culture. This tradition remains presented in the arts through fine arts, weaving, dress, accessories, beliefs, folktales, and etc. In this discussion, you will be able to understand how lines, repetitions, forms, balance, and rhythm give significance to an artwork. It is essential in appreciating the world around you and you as a significant part of the masterpiece by the one who created everything. Okay, so let's warm up. Can you name them? There are different folk arts from Luzon Island. Can you name them and give a short description of each folk art? Okay, so can you identify the first picture? Okay, so for this picture, it's called Taka. Taka from Pate or P-A-T-E. Pate. How about the second picture? Can you identify this one? Okay, it's Bulul or B-U-L-U-L, Bulul from Cordillera. So how about the third picture? Can you identify this one? Okay, so it's earring from Cordillera again. So how about the fourth picture? Okay, so it's Ifugao Bowl. So it's from the Ifugao. Then the last one, Sabornay from Vegan. The Philippines is composed of beautiful artworks, especially with folk arts. Folk arts are the craftsmanship of people representing local area which depicts everyday life scenario and given from generation to generation. Folk art is useful and decorative. Folk artists usually undergo an apprenticeship in informal setting to learn techniques. Folk art reflects established art forms of diverse cultural community groups. Okay, now, see, let's proceed to Pangasinan. Pangasinan is known as the salt capital of the Philippines. The name Pangasinan means land of salt. Pangasinan is the third largest province in the Philippines. Pangasinan is known as the country's most distinct provinces where an abundance of landscape is present. Pangasinan's arts and craft includes bulinaw mats made from raffia leaves or bori. So try to look the picture here in the right side. So bulinaw mats that are waved using raffia leaves. Okay, next is Marikina. In 1630, Marikina was built and initially called as Mariquina. In 1901, it was changed to Marikina by the first Philippine commissioner, Pardo de Tavera. Marikina was declared as a city through the Republic Act 8223 on December 8, 1996. So, as you can see in the picture, Marikina, the shoe capital of the Philippines. So, are you familiar with MSE? So, it's the product there is usually from the Marikina. So, uh, MSC is stands for Marikina Shoe Exchange. So, yes. Okay. In 1887, the shoemaking started to flourish. Currently, Marikina is known as the shoe capital of the Philippines and the heart of the world's most innermost pair of shoes, approved by the Guinness Book of World Records. Okay, the third is Laguna. Paiti, Laguna was announced as the curving capital of the Philippines in 2005. Paiti derived its name from pait, a Tagalog word for a chisel, a principal tool used in wood carving. Paiti, Laguna is known for its generations of skilled artists and their wood carvings. Included in their arts and craft is taka. Okay, so here, taka is a paper mache made using carved wood in sculpture as a mold. The art of taka making developed during the American period when the growing newspaper industry produced more newsprint. Unfortunately, the introduction of plastic toys took its toll in the taka industry, causing it to lessen its demand production slowly. The taka industry was not able to regain its peak until the mid-70s and early 80s. So here in the picture, figure 3 horse takas along the road of Paiti, Laguna. Okay, next is Kalinga. Kalinga is both an indigenous cultural group and a province in the heart of the Cordillera region, North Luzon, Philippines. Kalinga people are known for their distinctive body art. In Kalinga, Mambabatok is a tattoo artist. Okay, now, Kalinga tattoos are inspired by daily objects and sceneries such as mountains, ladders, and centipedes. Women display their social status through tattoos. However, main symbol is meant to be symbolic as specific designs are saved only for men to demonstrate their bravery, battles won, and how many people they have killed. Okay, Apo Wangod is the last Kalinga practicing traditional Mambabato. Apo Wangod's skills and techniques are currently being passed onto her 13-year-old granddaughter and apprentice. So who among you here is familiar to Apo Wangod? Okay, so Apo Wangod is currently trending on social media because she has been featured in the Nas Daily. So are you familiar with her? Okay, next is Ifugao. The linglingo or dinomog is an accessory used by the Ifugao as a fertility symbol worn around the neck, made from jade, shells, clay, and stones. They also wear a necklace called pangalapang. Meanwhile, men wore woven loincloth around their hips. So here, in the right side, these are the linglingo or dinomog. So here, as you can see, a rare photo of an Ifugao child wearing a pangalapang. A pangalapang is a necklace worn by Ifugaos which is made from seashells. Okay, next is the Bulul is an Ifugao rice god. The Ifugao rice fields are guarded by the Bulul. Bululs are kept in the house of granary and made in pairs. Bulul is carved out from Nara wood which represents wealth, happiness, and well-being. So as you can see the picture, so it's called the Bulul, a Bulul statue from the Ifugaos. Okay, next is vegan Ilocosur. Aside from the historical ancestral houses that display architectural fusion from Spanish colonizations, the people of Vigan also exerts great efforts in preserving the tradition of making bornai. Bornai is unglassed earthen jars that have small openings and uses for drinking tea, rice grains, salt, and brown sugar storage, basi, and bagoong. Okay. Bornai was made with the potter's skillful hands, pottery wheel, and kiln. Potter used grade A clay that is widely available at vegan. Fine sand is utilized to temper the mud, which after molding into the desired shape, it will be in a high temperature kiln made from brick and clay. Inabel fabric is a hand-woven cloth from Ilocos region. Inabel fabric is from cotton which undergoes the process of binatbatan. Binatbatan is continuously beating the cotton balls until the desired parts retained. The textile is dyed using the sap of sagot or black plum, which is Pangasinan. The weaving method is called panagabel, the oldest weaving tradition in Ilocos. Okay, so as you can see in the picture, so here are also the motifs, geometric shapes, repeated patterns, and usage of bright colors. Here, Artist Corner. The world's largest pair of shoes is from Marikina. The record was certified by the Guinness Book of World Records. It measures 529 centimeters or 5.29 meters long and 237 centimeters or 2.37 meters width. It is genuine leather which took 77 days to finish from August 5, 2002 to October 21, 2002. Okay, here, check your understanding. Answer the following. Okay, number one, what is known as the carving capital of the Philippines? So do you still remember about this one? Okay, very good. It's Paiti Laguna. Okay, number two, what is known as the salt capital of the Philippines? Okay, very good. It's Pangasinan. Okay, number three, what is the unglassed earthen jars that have small openings and uses for drinking tea, rice grains, salt, and brown sugar storage, basi and bagoong? Okay, so very good. It's bornay. Okay, number four, what is the necklace worn every day by Ifugaos? Did you still remember those those things? Okay, so it's pangalapang. Very good. Number five. What is the paper match made using curved wooden sculpture as a mold? Okay, that is called taka. Very good. Okay, number six. Why is it that the tattoos of Kalingamin are symbolic and save only for special remarks? I know you know the answer of this. Okay, meant to show bravery. Very good. Okay, next, number seven. Why was the production and demand of taka making was lessened? Because because of the popularity of plastic toys. Very good. Okay, number 8. Why was the process of taka making developed during American period? Because of the popularity of print. Very good. Okay, number 9. Why is bolol an important piece of carvings in Ifugao? Okay, it is the rice god. They believe that it will bring luck. So they believe that the bulol, we know that bulol is the rice god of Ifugao. So they believe that it will bring luck. Okay, number 10. Discuss the process of inabil making. So binatbatan is the process of making inabil fabric. Very good.